Hey, welcome. Today, we're going to unlock a tool that's so powerful it can honestly feel like a superpower. We're talking about mental imagery. We're going to break down exactly how you can use that screen inside your own mind to literally build the future that you want.
So here's the big question. Can you actually think your way to success? It sounds kind of out there, I know, but by the end of this quick explainer, you won't just have the answer, you're going to have the full instruction manual. All right, let's dive right in.
So here's our game plan. We're going to start with what this stuff even is, then we'll get into the how and the why, how to do it and why it actually works. After that, we'll cover the really important rules for practice, and we'll wrap it all up with a simple takeaway you can start using today.
Okay, first things first, what are we really talking about when we say mental imagery or visualization? Let's move this from some vague idea into a concrete tool we can use.
Okay, the key phrase here, the one you really need to remember, is as if it has already happened. See, this is so much more than just daydreaming. It's a focused practice where you build a full, vivid, sensory experience of a goal you have already achieved. You get to live it in your mind before it happens in reality.
So let's get practical. How do you actually do this? The best way to understand it is to walk through an example. Let's use a goal I'm sure a lot of us can relate to, landing a great new job.
You're basically directing a short movie in your head, starring you. It starts with you sitting down, finding that calm inner space. Then you see the first scene, you applying for the job, feeling totally confident. Cut to the next scene, you're in the interview and you are just nailing every single question. Then you experience that amazing moment of getting the job offer. And the final scene, you're sitting at your new desk feeling that deep sense of satisfaction. You see, you're creating a memory of a future event.
And here's how you make that mental movie a blockbuster. You have to pull in all of your senses. Don't just see the success, you have to feel it. What does that rush of happiness feel like in your chest? Picture the proud look on your family's faces. Actually hear the sound of your friends congratulating you. The more detail you add, the more real it becomes for your brain. Now, I know this might all sound a bit like wishful thinking, maybe even magic, but there's a simple, really profound reason why this is so incredibly effective, and it all comes down to a fascinating quirk in how your brain is wired.
This right here is the secret sauce. This is the whole key. When you create an experience in your mind that is super detailed and full of emotion, your subconscious brain literally cannot tell the difference between that and something that has actually happened. On a neurological level, when you vividly imagine doing something, you light up the exact same pathways in your brain as when you physically do it. You are literally rehearsing for success.
And if you need proof, just think about this. We've all been there, right? You're watching a movie. Your conscious mind knows it's just actors on a screen. It's not real. But your heart pounds during the action scene, and you actually tear up when something sad happens. Why? Because your subconscious mind is reacting to the vivid input, not the objective truth. That is the exact same principle that makes visualization so powerful.
Okay, so you get what it is, you get why it works. Now let's talk about the rules of the road. These are some essential tips to make sure you're doing this in the most effective way possible. This is probably the most important distinction you need to make. You don't visualize wanting something, you visualize having it. You have to think from the end result, not towards it. Instead of a future hope, you make it your present reality in your mind. That's what creates the genuine feeling and energy of achievement.
And here are a few more pro tips. First, make sure you're seeing it through your own eyes. You're the star of the movie, not someone in the audience watching it on a screen. Second, don't stress if you can't see your own face. That's totally normal. You're looking out of your own eyes. Third, focus on the finish line, the final goal, not every single step it's going to take to get there. Your subconscious will help you figure out the how. And lastly, go big. Seriously, visualizing your ultimate life goal is often the most powerful thing you can do.
So a question that comes up a lot for beginners is about effort. Do you have to, strain your brain and really force these pictures to show up?
And the answer is a big, resounding no. In fact, forcing it just creates tension, and that's the opposite of what you want. The trick is to just relax, have a calm, easy expectation that the scene will appear, and then just let it unfold naturally. It's more about allowing than it is about forcing. Now, while visualization is amazing for those bigger, long-term goals, there is a special case. For specific, short-term things, like a big test or a presentation you have tomorrow, there's a related technique that works wonders. It's called autosuggestion. And instead of creating that whole mental movie, all you do is repeat simple, powerful, positive statements to yourself. Think of it less like a film and more like a mantra.
Things like, I am focused and calm, or I remember everything clearly. It's a targeted tool designed to boost your confidence and performance right when you need it most.
Whew, okay, we've gone through a lot pretty quickly. So now let's boil all of this down into one simple, powerful takeaway that you can remember.
It all really comes down to this 4-part formula. First, you need belief. You have to have total faith that this is possible. Second, you add emotion, that genuine, deep feeling of what it's like to already succeed. Third is action. You start to carry yourself and make decisions as if your success is already a done deal. And finally, the glue that holds it all together, consistency. You have to do it regularly. This is a mental workout, and just like any muscle, it gets stronger with practice.
And so, the only question left is for you. You have the tool, you've got the instructions, you even understand the science behind it. So what's it going to be? What's that big, exciting, ambitious goal that you are going to bring to life in your mind, starting today?